This is the part 3 of our cryptocurrency trading tutorials. This is a channel that is bent on giving you nothing but the best. And so if you are looking for a place where you can get content about the financial markets, I'm talking about Forex and cryptocurrency for free, then this is the right channel for you. We give you nothing but quality, well-researched information, and more practical information that will help you to succeed and become better in the financial world or the asset world. So today, if you have missed the part 1 and 2 of our crypto trading tutorials, I would suggest that you go back a bit and look at what the part 1 and 2 says before you come to the part 3, which is this very video. Now, let's go straight to the slides and see what today's tutorial is all about. Now, first of all, if you want to get in touch with me privately, these are the means. I mean, these are the contacts that you can get to reach me. Once you have any of this, then I'm sure you'll be able to get in touch with me one-on-one. Okay, now let me give you a quick welcome message for today's part 3 video. And this is my welcome message to all of us watching. If you are new to cryptocurrencies, you have come to the right place, which is here on this channel. I am creating these videos to make it easier for beginners to understand the crypto market. This is my motive. This is my aim. And this is why I am doing these videos. Every day, more people are jumping onto the crypto trends. And this increased interest has brought about an increase in questionable advice and misinformation. There are risks associated with the crypto markets, which you need to take time to understand. Hope you get this slide, what it means. I'm trying to build my point on why I am doing these videos. Now, a lot of new traders make the mistake of wanting to get in as fast as they can, hoping to make what? Quick profits of what? Of course, get rich quickly. If this is your aim, then hold it there, okay? A lot of new traders, that's what the point 1 says. In case you didn't get it right, let me go over. A lot of new traders make the mistake of wanting to get in as fast as they can and hoping to make quick profits and, of course, get rich quickly. It is totally disturbing to see so many people on TikTok, Twitter, which is X now, and other social media gambling away their money in the name of I want to get rich quick or I want to be rich quick. Yes, this is a clear fact out there. People are all over social media gambling their monies away in the name of I want to be rich quick or I want to get rich quick. And for me, just as I have stressed that Forex trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme, you will not hear any get-rich-quick messages from me regarding crypto. Take notes. It's a clear message from me to you. I strongly encourage that you take a conservative approach and only put a small portion of your capital to invest or trade in the crypto markets. I repeat that part. I strongly encourage that you take a conservative approach and only put a small portion of your capital to invest or trade in the crypto markets. The next point, it's okay, let me go back a bit. The next point says, it's no exaggeration when I say that cryptocurrencies are extremely speculative, just as the Forex market. If you are not properly managing your risk, the probability that you will lose a lot, if not all, of your money is high. And so, caution and care should be exercised. These are all my advice to you. It is very, very important that I make these points clear and loud. Is that okay? Let's move on. I'm not trying to scare you away. Take it easy. Let's get started, okay? Today, there are thousands of different cryptocurrencies in the crypto market. The total value of all these currencies has exceeded 2.9 trillion, with daily trading volume over 130 billion. But this is still nowhere as huge as the forex market. The forex market is about $5.7 trillion in terms of trading volume. $5.7 trillion in trading volume, which is not even, that is a day. But looking at the whole volume of crypto, it's about 2.9 trillion, the whole volume, 2.9 trillion for the whole crypto. Meanwhile, the forex market, just a day trading volume alone is about 5.7 trillion. Meanwhile, crypto, daily trading volume is about 130 billion. So you can see, this is David and Goliath over here. So the crypto market is nowhere near the forex market. Do you get it? Okay. So let's begin with the first cryptocurrency, that is Bitcoin. Now that you have gotten this information. Since Bitcoin was the first and original cryptocurrency, the technical breakthrough that allowed Bitcoin to emerge is the same that has given birth to all other cryptocurrencies. And you will come to understand this fact. Yes, it is a clear fact that the technical breakthrough that has allowed Bitcoin to emerge is the same that has given birth to all the other cryptocurrencies that we hear of. Okay. And so, understanding what Bitcoin is, so it means once you understand what Bitcoin is, where it came from, and how it works, will provide a solid foundation for us to be able to navigate the entire crypto space. All that I'm trying to say is that once you understand crypto, especially Bitcoin, because we are saying that the technology that has allowed Bitcoin to emerge, to become what it is today, it is the same concept that has given birth to all the other cryptocurrencies. And so once you understand the concept of Bitcoin, what Bitcoin is, where it came from, and how it works, will help you to get a solid foundation of all the others. Is that okay? Good. Many concepts of Bitcoin can be applied to other cryptocurrencies. So you need one stone to kill many birds. That is what we are trying to do. We are trying to use one stone to kill many birds. So if you understand what Bitcoin is, then you will have it much easier understanding the rest of the crypto world. How good is that? So good, huh? Okay. Now, what is Bitcoin? The basic knowledge we have is that Bitcoin is a new kind of money, a digital currency that is designed to let you do what? Store, send, and receive money online without any banks or other financial institutions. That is the basic knowledge we all have. Okay, we will get into the technical aspect. Take your time. On 31st of October, the year 2008, Bitcoin was created by a mysterious person calling himself Satoshi Nakamoto. Wow. On 31st October 2008, Bitcoin was created by a mysterious person calling himself Satoshi Nakamoto. To this day, his true identity remains anonymous. Nobody knows, at least publicly, who Satoshi Nakamoto is. No one knows. He is an anonymous person. He is that kind of mysterious person. Everyone is looking for this man or woman or whatsoever, if they are even a group or whatsoever. Everyone is trying to look for Satoshi Nakamoto, but no one seems to find him or her or whatsoever he is. So Satoshi Nakamoto could be a man, could be a woman, a group of people, or even a highly intelligent space alien. Who knows? Nobody knows. So his identity is not known. The owner of Bitcoin, the creator of Bitcoin, his identity is not known. And for me, it is good that his identity is not known. And you will come to understand why, for me, it is good getting to the end of this video. Yes, you come to appreciate the fact that I am of the view that it is good his identity is not known, especially when we are ending this part 3 video. When we are getting to the end of this very video, you understand. So let's continue. So it means we are here dealing with an invention of someone who is not known publicly. No one knows him or her or whatsoever it is. Okay. So what we do know is that on October 31st in 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. That is all that we know. That on the 31st October 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Now, what is a white paper? I'll show you the white paper soon in this video. It was a 12-page summary of Bitcoin, what Bitcoin is all about. So those of you who do not know what Bitcoin is all about, there is a white paper, and the heading to that white paper is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system published by Satoshi Nakamoto. It is a 12-page summary of Bitcoin. The white paper provides a technical overview of Bitcoin and describe how it would all work operationally. Wow. The third point is in early January 2009. Okay, before that, let me show you the white paper. Okay, I want to show you the white paper before we continue. If you can see my screen, this is the white paper published by Satoshi Nakamoto. Can you all see this white paper? This is it. This was the white paper published. And if you go to bitcoin.com, the homepage, you see Bitcoin white paper, emails, forums, or forums post, lexicon, license. Now, this is the white paper, Bitcoin white paper. It contains a table of content where we have the abstract, introduction, transactions, timestamp server, proof of work, network, incentive, reclaiming disk space, simplified payment verification, combining and splitting value, privacy, calculations, conclusions, and then references. So this white paper talks about everything about Bitcoin, what Bitcoin stands for, how the whole technology came about, how transactions are able to be processed, what are the challenges, what are the technology involved, everything, I mean, A to Z, everything about Bitcoin. The whole project, it's contained in the white paper. So every cryptocurrency has its white paper. And like I told you in part 1 or 2, I told you that the white paper will determine whether that cryptocurrency will actually stand a test of time or will easily collapse. The white paper will determine. So those of you who are looking for the white paper of Bitcoin, here it is. When you go to bitcoin.com, the official website, you see the white paper, the Bitcoin white paper. Now, it is a 12 document kind of thing. If you have time, you can go through and read, but the technicalities involved are so much. And so maybe you may not understand the technicalities when you go to read it there, but I am here to make everything known to you in a simple way. Everything in that white paper is going to be explained here on this channel. So we will continue. Now that I have shown you what the white paper is and how you can get access to this white paper and read about the whole technology of Bitcoin, I am still going to simplify it and make it easy for you to understand here on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please do, because we have a lot for you. So let's go back. Let's go back to our notes. So on 31st of October 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto published this white paper titled A Peer-to-Peer Electronic Cash System, known as Bitcoin. And like I said, it was a 12-page summary of Bitcoin. The white paper provides a technical overview of Bitcoin and describe how it will all work operationally. Okay, good. Now, in early January 2009, the first version of Bitcoin software, which is version 01, was released on an obscure mailing list. And I have that too. If you are looking for the Bitcoin software to use and how to use it, if you want to become part of the Bitcoin company, okay? If you want to become part of the Bitcoin company, I have it here also for you. Let me share the software with you. So the first software of Bitcoin was released in January 2009. The first version of the software, which is version 0.1. Let me share that with you also. Let me share that with you. The first version. And that one is also here. So this is it over here. This is the software of Bitcoin that you can actually download. In case you want to download, you can download it. It's here. The download link is over here. So you see it, Bitcoin version 0.1 released on Sunday, 11th January 2009. This was the date on which it was released. And it is still here. And it is available for everyone. But you need to know how to use it. It is not just there to download and then, no. There are technicalities involved of how to use it. Maybe you may not even need the software. You may want to tap into other opportunities of Bitcoin. But those who want to tap into this software part of the whole opportunities, maybe you may download it. But this is it. So the downloaded link is here. If you download it, I'll tell you as we continue the other series, you will get to know what these things are used for and how you can also become profitable from some of these things. Is that okay? I'm sure it's getting interesting already. You are loving it already, right? I told you that if I'm poised to do something, I want to do it right. And I want to give you the right information, not just some kind of research that I do not know the head and tail. Whatever I want to give to you, I want to make sure I'm giving you the right thing, the exact thing, the perfect thing you need. So now, the software to run Bitcoin network on your device is what I have just shown to you. Now, we are not yet done. Just take your time. This is the part 3. We have a lot to talk about. Let's go back to the notes and continue. Now, quickly, back to the notes. So in early January 2009, the first version of Bitcoin software, version 0.1, was released on an obscure mailing list. So it wasn't something you can easily get access to. And that is why a lot of people do not have access to it. But I have money to get it for you. I have done my best to get it for you. Anyway, let's continue. So the software controls the creation and use of Bitcoin and imposes a fixed supply of 21 million Bitcoin. What this point here simply means is that the software that I have shown to you has some rules in it. And those rules are what is responsible or are what creates the Bitcoin and also help in the use of the Bitcoin. And by running this software, or whoever runs this software, the rules within this software says that the only amount of Bitcoin that can be created, the total number of Bitcoin that can be created is about 21 million Bitcoin. So in total, Satoshi Nakamoto said that the total number of Bitcoin that can be created in the world, that will ever be available in the world for use or for transactional purposes, will be a total of 21 million. This software I have shown to you cannot produce more than 21 million Bitcoin. Not $21 million, please. This is 21 million Bitcoin, pieces of Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 21 million pieces of Bitcoin. That is what the software can produce. And that is what the rule there in that software says. And that is what Satoshi Nakamoto put in the software. So no one can create more than 21 million, no other software. The only software available is this very software that I have shown to you. And it can only create up to 21 million Bitcoin. But as I speak to you today, in January 2024, today's date is actually 20th January. How many Bitcoin has been produced so far? Let's look at it. How many Bitcoin have been created so far by this software? Okay, let's look at it. It's very, very important. About 19 million of the Bitcoin have so far been created or minted or mined, depending on whatever word you want to use, by the software I have shown to you. The software I have shown to you have so far mined 19 million coins. And Satoshi is saying that the software can only mine up to 21 million software. So far, 19 million Bitcoin has been mined or produced or created. And how long did Satoshi say we will be able to take to create the whole 21 million? Satoshi said that it will take us up to the year 2140. In the year 2140, before the whole 21 million Bitcoin can be mined by this software. I don't know how many of us will be alive by then. Because the year 2140, I'm not sure I'll be alive. I will not be alive. I know this video will be there by then, and people who will be alive by then, kids unborn, will come and watch this video I'm doing today. And they will hear Kofi Dollar saying that, yes, Bitcoin can only be mined up to 21 million in the year 2140. So far, 19 million coins have been mined. We still have a lot to go. 19 out of 21 million. How many left? We have about 3 million left. About 3 million coins left to be mined. And this 3 million coins left to be mined, it will take up to 2140, the year 2140. We are in 2024. And he's saying it will take us up to the year 2140 before the target will be achieved. the target of 21 million Bitcoin will be achieved. So once we hit that target of 21 million Bitcoins, it means that this software can no more produce additional Bitcoin. But the question is, does that mean that Bitcoin will come to an end by the year 2140? No. What it means is that by the year 2140, new coins cannot be produced. The already 21 million that will be in existence is what we will be sharing among ourselves. That's what we will be buying and selling. And that is where scarcity will take place and the value will rise or fall. I don't know if you understand this term. So by the year 2140, we will have about 21 million Bitcoin as an online currency that we can be trading with. We can be buying or selling with. There cannot be an additional coins that will be mined. So by the year 2140, we will only be having a total of 21 million coins to use. So those who will be alive from the year 2140 will have 21 million coins to use. And that is where the supply and demand thing will be taking place, and then Bitcoin will be rising and falling because the total is going to be 21 million. So if one person owes all the 21 million, it means the rest of you do not have. And if you need it, then the one who have the whole 21 million coins can decide to increase the price and sell it to you, or decrease the price and sell it off. You get the whole thing. So that's where the issue of scarcity and whatsoever will take place. I'm taking my time to explain so that you get it well. So it doesn't mean that by the year 2140, Bitcoin will exist no more. No, there will only be 21 million Bitcoin in the system online. So if you want to buy, if you want to sell, it means you are all buying and selling from the 21 million. I pray you understand this clear. Okay, let's continue. Satoshi Nakamoto made Bitcoin source code open to the public. So like I'm showing you the source code, the software. He made this public to everyone for a reason. That man is a smart man, if it is a man or a woman or whoever. So he is a smart woman. Maybe let me put it that way. It could be a woman. But whoever it is was a very smart alien, if I'll put it, by making the source code an open source code to the public. And there is a reason to that. There was a problem which made this man to do what he did. And that will come later in these videos as we continue on this channel. Let's continue. So Satoshi Nakamoto made Bitcoin source code open to the public. And he encouraged other developers to continue developing Bitcoin. So he made the source code open. He made the software open. He gave out the software openly that, hey, guys, other developers, come in, join hands, and let's make this community a better one. So in late April 2021, after making this whole thing public and launching Bitcoin, what happened? In late April 2021, oh, sorry, 2011, sorry. In late April 2011, Satoshi Nakamoto sent one of the software developers a brief email. And what was the email? The email said, I have moved on to other things. Simply put, Satoshi Nakamoto was bowing out. He was moving away from the crypto business or the crypto development. So he sent out this message to one of the developers and said, I have moved on to other things. And then he disappeared. He disappeared. And never to be seen or heard from again. And as we speak today, the rest is history. No one has heard from him again, or her, or whatsoever. No one. When he published it, he was communicating, or when he published Bitcoin or made it open, there was still communication from Satoshi Nakamoto with other developers until one day in late April 2011, he sent out a mail to one of the developers and said, I have moved on to other things. I'm no more in the crypto business, the Bitcoin business with you guys anymore. I have moved on. I leave Bitcoin to you guys. It is now your property. It is now the property of the whole world. And then, ever since, no one has heard from him, whether it's him or he or she or whatsoever. And the rest is history, up to date. So whether it is a human being that is still alive, up to date, no one can tell. Whether it is an animal, it is an alien, it is something, no one can tell. That was it. Okay. It's sad, huh? Very sad. Okay. The disappearance of its creator, I mean Bitcoin's creator, wasn't fatal to Bitcoin. Bitcoin didn't collapse because the creator disappeared. Because the creator said, I have moved on to other things. I'm no more interested in Bitcoin. I'm no more having a hand in Bitcoin. The Bitcoin has been left to its own fate, and it is now for the world. It is now a business for the world. I do not have a hand in it. Ever since he did that, Bitcoin did not break down. Bitcoin did not fall. Bitcoin has still continued and even became better and better and better up to today. And our generation today is seeing Bitcoin to be better. Generations after us will even see Bitcoin to be more better. That is how businesses should be run. If you own a business and your business cannot survive in your absence, then it means that business has a question mark. Okay? If your business cannot survive after your absence, or when you pull off from the business and the business cannot stand, then that business has a question mark. Then that business is not a business. You are rather the business. Yes, you are the business, because when you are not there, there is no business. When you are there, there is business. But Satoshi Nakamoto made us to understand that when he's not there, Bitcoin will still even become better. So when he pulled off and left, Bitcoin still remained Bitcoin. I don't know how many years Coca-Cola is. Think of it. How many years is Coca-Cola? How many years now is Pepsi? Okay. KFC. How many years is it now? The owner is even dead, but it is still standing. McDonald's. How old is it now? Is the owner still alive? No. So a business is a business, and it is a better one when the owner is not there and that business is still moving on. So if you are thinking of creating a business, you need to ask yourself, this business I'm trying to create, if I am not there, will that business still strive? Will it still continue? Will it still move forward? Or will it still progress? Will it still improve? If the answer is no, then it means you don't have a business. You are rather the business. Because without you, there's no business. Think of it very well. Maybe this will help you in developing your businesses. This is Satoshi for us. So the disappearance of its creator wasn't fatal to Bitcoin at all. After more than a decade, what happened? After more than a decade, Bitcoin continues to run strongly, allowing users from around the world to transact in Bitcoin with each other. The first known exchange rate for Bitcoin was in October 2009. I was there by then. In October 2009, that was when I had started my attachment, or one will call it national service, right? Yeah, 2009. As a media practitioner in 2009. That was when I started my attachment. And when Bitcoin was launched in 2008 and early 2009, let's look at the price of Bitcoin by then. The price of Bitcoin, $1, if you had $1 on you or $1 on you, you could buy 1,309 pieces of Bitcoin on the internet. You could own 1,309 pieces of Bitcoin with just $1 in the year 2009. Oh my God. Why didn't I know this? Because by then, how much is a dollar? I remember that time, a dollar was less than even 1 cedi, 50 pesos. Those who know the Ghanaian cedi. A dollar was more, I think 80 pesos per, no, a dollar was 1 cedi, 20 pesos. 1 cedi, 20 pesos to 1 cedi, 40 pesos. And I could have 10 cedis. I could give even 20 cedis. I could have even 30 cedis. So I could have bought more Bitcoin with maybe, I could afford $10 by then. I could afford $20 by then. Yes, I could afford it. I could afford $5 by then. Meanwhile, by then, $1 will give you 1,309 Bitcoin pieces. 1,309. Today, as we speak, one piece of Bitcoin is about $49,000 to $50,000. One Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is around, let's even say $40,000. Let me check the internet right now and look at the price of Bitcoin as we speak right now. What is the price of Bitcoin as I'm speaking to you right now? That will tell you how wicked investments can be. Bitcoin. you hear what I'm saying? That can tell you how wicked investments can be. So imagine you bought Bitcoin with just $1 in the year 2009. I'm not sure you weren't around by then. You were there by then, right? With all truth and honesty, you were there by then. BTC. You were there by then, but what happened? That we couldn't see it. Okay, today Bitcoin is $41,000, $41,600 per one coin. $41,600 per one coin. Today, as I'm speaking to you right now, today's date is 20th of January 2024. One Bitcoin is $41,600 per one. And imagine you having about 1,039 or 1,309 pieces. Take it that you even have just the 9 pieces, 9. Let's assume you have just 9. You don't need even the 1,300. You just need the 9, the last 9. And one is $41,000. So the 9 will be how much? Oh my goodness. This is 2009 when Bitcoin was launched. God have mercy. We pray that God will open our eyes and ears and our mind to see into the future. Anything that will be worth millions of dollars in the near future, God should open our minds to it. God should give us the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding to see it and prepare towards it. Because we could afford that amount in 2009. It wasn't anything big. We could afford it. Assuming you were even able to get just one coin for $1. If you were given one coin for $1, that would have been $41,000 today. That would have been $41,600 per just that one coin today. Imagine you having $41,000 in your account right now. Anyway, let's continue. I'm sad, but it's good that we are learning from some of these things. Now, so in 2009, October 2009, $1, with just $1, you could buy 1,309 pieces of Bitcoin. $1, 1,309 pieces of Bitcoin. And then February 2011, the price of Bitcoin reached parity with the dollar. So in 2011, which is just recently, in 2011, $1 was equal to 1 Bitcoin. Just in 2011. Just recently, $1 was equal to 1 Bitcoin. Okay. Oh my God. Just 2011, $1 to 1 Bitcoin. Today, 1 Bitcoin is $41,000. What the hell? As confidence in Bitcoin grew, the demand for it also grew, which increased its prices or its price. So as the confidence in Bitcoin began to grow, the demand for it also began to grow. And this increased the price and made it even higher and higher as we are seeing it today. Let's continue. In 2013, Bitcoin went from $13 per coin to 1,157 per coin in 2013. Bitcoin went from $13 per coin in 2013 to 1,157 per coin. That is a gain of 8,800%. And then in 2017, Bitcoin was at $1,000 per coin. And it almost hit $20,000 per coin in the year 2017 alone. From $1,000 to almost $20,000 per coin. And then what happened? It crashed. Before it got to 20,000, it crashed hard, came back down totally. But Bitcoin proved that it is hard to be killed. That is what I want to say. But Bitcoin proved that it is hard to be killed. And so in November 2021, Bitcoin's price reached an all-time high at over $68,000 per coin in 2021. Bitcoin got to all-time high at a price of what? $68,000 per coin. Today it's around 41,000 now. But it went all high up to $68,000 per one coin. Imagine you had just 2 of the coins. Imagine how much you will have. Now, what's crazy is that Satoshi Nakamoto still owes over 1 million Bitcoins in his wallet. This is crazy, man. So you see why this man has decided to become anonymous? Or this man is nowhere to be seen? Satoshi Nakamoto has over 1 million coins sitting in his wallet. He alone. I don't know whether it's a he or she. The amount of Bitcoin sitting in his wallet alone is over 1 million Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200, 300, 400, up to over 1 million pieces of Bitcoin is sitting in his wallet. Whilst 1 Bitcoin is about $41,000 today. So imagine how much is in that wallet. So Satoshi is a bazillionaire. As we speak today, Satoshi's wallet alone, the amount of money sitting in that wallet alone makes him or her or it bazillionaire. The word bazillionaire is someone who is extremely wealthy. Extremely wealthy. Satoshi is extremely wealthy. He has over 1 million coins sitting in his own wallet. If you are such a person, don't you think it is good to disappear? It's a question I'm asking. If you can leave an answer on the comment or at the comment section, I'll be very grateful. This man or whoever it is having over 1 million coins of Bitcoin sitting in his wallet. Meanwhile, he has disappeared. Is it that Satoshi was seeing this coming? That is why he disappeared? Or maybe there are other reasons. It has become a debate on the internet. I don't know what your reason is or what you think about his disappearance. Is it that he saw what Bitcoin will become or what Bitcoin was becoming? That is why he decided to go anonymous. Because he's a Barcelonaire. Over 1 million Bitcoin sitting in his account, sitting in his wallet. But he's nowhere to be found. There are no traces of him or her or it. But it's being said that becoming rich wasn't the reason for creating Bitcoin. So Satoshi's main motive of creating Bitcoin wasn't because he wanted to become a Barcelonaire. Okay? His motive for creating Bitcoin wasn't for the purpose of becoming a Barcelonaire himself. But what was his reason for creating Bitcoin? We will look at that. It's all in the white paper. The reason he created the Bitcoin is in the white paper. We will look at it. If you read the white paper, which I have shown to you, you may not understand it, but I will explain and you will understand why he created Bitcoin. Okay? Let's continue. Now the question is, what is Bitcoin? And I know if I finish reading this, you may hate me. Yes, I know you hate me for what I'm about to read. But I know in the near future, you will love me for the explanation I'm going to give to you for this definition here or what I'm going to read right now. I repeat, when I read this definition of what is Bitcoin to you right now, I know you hate me. But in the near future, in the subsequent videos or other videos that will come, you will love me for the explanations I'll be giving to this very definition over here. So let's look at what Bitcoin is. What is Bitcoin? Let's read carefully. Bitcoin is a decentralized what? Digital currency based on an open source software design that is used to transmit value between pseudonymous users. All transactions, after being confirmed by miners using POW as the consensus mechanism, are stored on a distributed ledger called a blockchain. Changes to the blockchain are appended only and are synchronized about every 10 minutes across thousands of nodes located all over the world over a P2P network. All information stored on the blockchain can be viewed publicly in real time. Cryptographic techniques such as public key cryptography, hash functions, and digital signatures are used to keep the blockchain secure and immutable, so it can be accessible to everybody, but hackable to nobody. This is what Bitcoin means. Tell me if you don't hate me now. I know you hate me now. By this definition, you hate me because what kind of words am I quoting? What words am I even mentioning? What kind of definition is this? These are all jargons. These are all technical terms. So difficult to understand. But as I go along in other videos, I will explain everything bit by bit. And before we finish, I'll come back and read this very definition to you, and you see how sensible it will make. But for now, let's assume I have just read some numbers or anything you see not to be reasonable. Just assume that is what I have read to you. But that is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. So if someone should ask you what is Bitcoin, please, this is the definition. This is the scientific, this is the technical, this is the practical definition or technological definition of Bitcoin. Everything is in it. Everything is here in this definition. So if you can memorize this and quote it to people, hey, you are a genius. But make sure when you quote it, you explain. So Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency based on an open source software design that is used to transmit value between pseudonymous users. All transactions, after being confirmed by miners using POWs as their consensus mechanism, are stored on a distributed ledger called a blockchain. Changes to the blockchain are appended only or append only and are synchronized about every 10 minutes across thousands of nodes located all over the world over a P2P network. All information stored on the blockchain can be viewed publicly in real time. Cryptographic techniques such as public key cryptography, hash functionings, and digital signatures are used to keep the blockchain secure and immutable so it can be accessible to everybody, but hackable to none or nobody. This is what Bitcoin means. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Bitcoin. In my next video, we will try and break this hardcore definition down to its lowest. And that will take us a couple of videos because I want you to get it once and for all. And once you finish this crypto tutorials, I tell you, you will become a pro. It will look like you have just graduated from the University of Bitcoin. I tell you. Yes, it will look like you have just graduated from the University of Bitcoin right here on Leading Forest. My name is Kofi. Thank you. In my next video, we'll be talking about the brain behind the creation of Bitcoin. And that is where these technical terms I have read, which is all involved in the definition, will begin to make sense. Because that is what is in the white paper. Why was Bitcoin created by Satoshi? Why? What was happening in the world? What was the problem in the world that made Satoshi to create Bitcoin? What was the problem? What was the challenge that made Satoshi to create Bitcoin? Remember, in this world, it looks like all those who have become successful had to find one problem here or there and solve. So the solution to the problem becomes his way of making success or money or wealth. It is no different from Satoshi. He saw a problem and wanted to solve that problem. And you will come to appreciate that Satoshi has really helped us in solving that problem. So in our next video, we will begin to look at his reason, the problem, and then what he did to tackle the problem and how he managed to solve the problem for us. And you will appreciate why Bitcoin is going higher and higher every day, and it's not coming down. Even when it comes down, I tell you tomorrow, it will go back up again. And that is why Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies have been seen as a safe haven. Trust me, we'll get there in other videos. Share this video to your colleagues. Let them also have it free, just as you've had it free. And let this channel grow. Bring millions of people here on this channel, and let's celebrate in knowledge. Is that okay? Thank you, and I appreciate your time for watching.